In this clip, we got a rider coming down a two-lane street. There's opposing traffic on the other side, and to the right looks like there's a drive or a parking garage or something like that. All right, so let's go through it. If you look at the top right corner, there is a car that's coming out of the parking spot. Just keep your eye on that top car to the right. All right, so right now we can see that the car is coming into our path of travel, and it seems like my guy is just unfazed. He's holding the throttle, he's keeping his speed, and I don't sense any type of urgency in that situation. Like, I'm not saying that I'm panicking, but at this point, like, I might slow it down. I want to see what this guy's gonna do, but I'll see what happens. All right, now if there's ever a time not to look away, like, this is it. A car is moving out in front of you. You can't really predict what he's gonna do, right? It's a car at the end of the day. Assume every car driver is stupid, and it seems like he's looking at, like, I don't know what caught his attention. Like, maybe some guy with a yellow, I don't know what that is, but like, that caught his attention. And again, this is just the worst time to look away when a car is coming out. All right. All right, so now he looks back. Now, you have to remember what we were talking about before in terms of traveling feet per second, right? So how many car lengths do you think he's away, from that car that just pulled out? Also, look at the white lines on the road. Like, it's only like, what, 2 white lines before you reach in the car. Even if he's traveling at, like, let's say 35 miles an hour on the feet per second for that, he's just seeing the car come out, right? So he's perceiving it, which is 1 second. He's going to travel before he even goes for brakes or anything. So he's going to travel a second closer. So let's see what happens. So that was 1 second. So in 1 second, even at 35 miles an hour, he was moving at about 52 feet per second. So at this point, he notices that the car isn't just pulling out, it's turning in front of him. He had to perceive that, and he was holding his speed the whole time. He was holding his speed. So now he just realized what the car is doing, and now he's going for the brakes, right? So now he has to react. He's going for it. You're gonna hear it. All right, now at this moment in time, we already just went through it. My man's probably traveling around 35 miles an hour, right? You times that by 1.5 and you get the feet per second he's traveling, which is about 52 feet per second, right? So by the time he went for the brakes, he would have needed another almost 50 feet, right? 45 to 50 feet just to stop the bike. He didn't have it. Like, he just didn't have it. Like, that extra feet he needed was where the car was. Now, the car is wrong for turning in front of him. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it was because of that look away. He could not slow down the bike or stop the bike in time. So the end result, goes a little something like this. All right, so some things that we could have done differently, all right, and honestly, a whole bunch. So the first things first, a car pulls out, slow it down, figure out what the car is trying to do. Give yourself time to react or respond to what the car could be doing. You should be looking for your escape paths at this point and being on high alert. All right. You can't afford, again, to be distracted. There was something I heard once, and I tell students even to this day, it's your attention is like a dollar bill out there. Like, how much change are you willing to give to other things instead of what you have to do, right? So, like, you need a full dollar of attention on that road, right? You can't really afford to spend so much change on other things. Like what this guy just did, he looked away to the left to go see whatever was catching his eye, right? But because he could no longer see the road, he put all of his change on that person, and there was no change left for the road. uh, you know, by the time he looked back, he's trying to spend money that he doesn't have. Like, he already spent the dollar. It takes a while to get that change back, if you know what I mean. All right, now this is target fixation. It's staring at something that you don't want to hit, only ensuring that you are going to hit it. So if he maybe looked towards a escape path to the left, maybe the car would have stopped, maybe you would have been able to swerve. We don't know, but we definitely know he is locked on and target fixated. So overall, just because he was distracted, looked away on the road, and wasn't looking far enough ahead to see the car coming out. Yeah, this is 100% the biker's fault.